Okay, good morning. Oh, today is Sunday, February 12th. And I just got up a little bit ago, about 30 minutes ago. And I'm working on projects for my coworkers. I'm making these little padded heart things. I contemplated making these for them and putting their stuff in there, but I'm making little keychains. And then, of course, I'm making more of these little bumblebee things. They've not had those, so, we're just going to connect to our inner child. I have not fixed my hair or done anything. I did put on a shirt because I am going to go to the gym. I'm going to hopefully be taking you guys along with me. If you hear anything, it's Harley. I've got a haul I'm going to be doing here in a little bit. For some reason, I'm feeling really nervous. I started doing, let's give you a little backstory. I started doing vlogs about maybe a year, maybe even longer, but consistently about a year ago. Granted, there was a lot going on. That's when problems with my shoulder really kicked up and my stress level was through the roof. I'd been gaining weight consistently for the last 10 years, and things just kind of catch up. And so this journey, I started doing vlogs so I can try and hear myself and see, am I missing something? It goes back to something that Jordan Peterson said. Listen to somebody like you don't know what they're going to say and you have something to learn. I'm really trying to connect back to a simple way of thinking. I don't want to make things any more complicated than they are. And I'll explain a lot of that with the fitness part. So, let's do it pink and white. So I wanted to see if I can skim back on what I'm talking about or listening to myself to see what's going on. I didn't post any of these. This is just my own personal therapy. It really did help. It helped me trace, or at least get to a point, or back to a point where I can see what's going on. I always want to take responsibility for myself if I'm contributing, because I always think that there are, if it's you, it's also me in my world. Doing these vlogs now, did I forget to put sugar in here? I know I'm not the only one that struggles when you get to a place where you're paying a little bit more attention to what you're putting out there and what you're saying, and even more importantly, what you're thinking about on a subconscious level, because that plays a big part in how you're feeling. And, I know you know this, like all of a sudden you're just like, man, I just got really irritated, or, what's going on? Like something happened and you're just like minding your own business. That's my cue to stop and go, well, what was I thinking about? And take a little bit of time and try to figure out, did I have a flash in my mind? Did I see something, maybe something that happened a long time ago that I didn't resolve or something like that? And it immediately triggers. You know, you're just minding your own business, being in a day in your life, and all of a sudden you're just like triggered. That's what the vlogs helped me do, is get to a point where I can go, okay, well, what am I, you know, my first plan of action is, well, what am I thinking about? And it helped slow me down a little bit, because I am just like, go. You know, I'm going to be 52 this year. And I just know, get it done, you know. And that's something I'm also learning right now, is it's really difficult because I've spent so many years, well, the last 17 in particular, it was me. And I don't know how to say this delicately, but it's not that I was an alpha, but I had the most experience. And then we brought in a groomer, and she was a baby groomer, and I raised her, in a sense. She already had the talent and everything. It's not like I did everything, but I just mean she grew up with me, and we grew up together, in a sense. But the only influence we really had was each other. You know, I wasn't big on the YouTube then, because it was still, I think, you know, primitive, or it may not even have existed, you know. So now, once I stepped out, pushed fear enough away, and I stepped out, I mean, it's just like you're just rolling down a mountain. You're, you know, hopefully you're going to land somewhere safe. And I learned a lot working at Rove's. Everybody, if you can find it, if you can look for it, you can learn something from everyone. Even if it's not for you, it's still knowledge that can either help you later or give to somebody else. I mean, I just think that people come, we somehow interact with people, and there's always something to learn, right? I mean, even this makes me nervous, being in this side of the camera like this. It's not my strength. I am 100%, if we're filming a movie, I'm going to be the camera guy, or the person making sure the cords are all plugged in and whatever. I'm the one filling in all that kind of stuff. That's my strength. And that's another thing. Strengths. I'm really focusing, that was my point, on what is my strengths, and recognizing my weaknesses, and seeing which one do I need to be doing. Because it's easy when, especially as you get older, ego wants to try to come in and go, well, I have the most experience. No, but that's not my personality. So no, I don't. I'm not going to give into that. So I remind myself, well, what are your strengths, you know, to contribute to this new community, wherever it is. And so that's what I focus on, you know, which is, no surprise, that if you need something to get done and you need to get it done now, I'm the person, because I will focus down and get it out, you know. But if you want this, you want me to spend an hour, 2 hours working on something and make it the most perfect everything, I'm probably not going to be that person. I can do that. I've done that. I mean, I'm talking grooming. I've done that. But that's not my strength. So we all have our strengths, and that's what makes a team. So we put those strengths together, and we are amazing. We're just amazing. Can baby blue be a Valentine color? I have a couple of guys at work, so I don't want to give them pink. So, what I'm doing today is this whole channel is about, it literally is. We're just kind of going to be hanging together, and we're going to be growing together. I'm definitely moving into more growing and sharing, even though maybe 10 out of the 10 things that I say, there's going to be one nugget in there somewhere for somebody. And I recognize that with a passing conversation I have with a neighbor. There's always something that they don't even know what they're doing for me or what I could be doing for them, but we're sharing this. And as far as the fitness and vlogs, the vlogs are my ideas, and I'm trying to sort through this thing called life. Both my parents passed away when I was young. I got married young, and I'm trying to figure it out. Made a lot of mistakes in my first marriage with budget and everything because I literally had no one to teach me. And so now I protect and I'm going to be probably going into that about protecting your credit and a little bit of finances and what I'm doing this year to get on top of that. I do the budget. I usually write it out for, okay, sit down. I write it out for a year. It's actually in my notes that I need to finish writing it out because for some reason Italy threw me off. And I think I'm still my heart is still in Italy. So I'm having a hard time concentrating. But I've got it till June, but I need to finish writing it out. And I can really see where my money is. So, money. The fitness thing it's not accountability. I'm not looking for accountability. I'm doing something different with fitness this time. I'm not looking for, I'm doing it. I'm going to get down to blah weight and I'm going to whatever. That's not where I'm at. I've tried that route. I bet a lot of you have tried that route. It didn't work for me because I do know, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you this, your diet is the most percentage of it. You can diet and not exercise and lose the weight and the body fat and all that stuff. But for me, in my 50s, and I've known this for a long time, it's the strength training that's going to be the gold. Cardio. It's just refocusing your perception about working out. And that's what I want to get into is I'm trying to preserve what I have. Ultimately, I'm just going to get stronger because that's just what happens. And I have been pretty strong before. I've been grooming 32 years now. So, and I can still beast it out respectfully. And I know it's because I've have worked out and I've weight trained. I've weight trained more consistently since 2014 than I have whatever. I still love a step aerobics, and I am going to be including clips of that because I just like it. It's fun. It's fun. I'm not in any leotards and onesies or whatever they are. This isn't the 80s. But funny story, I do have a client that teaches jazzercise. And I, been guilty of that. I'm thinking Jane Fonda and, Olivia Newton-John and her video physical. And she was like, no, it's nothing like that now. I haven't checked it out, so I don't know. Here I am. I'm just trying to sort it out. And I like watching videos of people trying to figure things out and not always needing to contribute anything, but just kind of absorbing it and seeing what I can apply in my own life. We just wasted so many years of, it was really bad in my 20s. This is probably too much information, but I literally thought, okay, well, I'm supposed to get married. I'm supposed to get married to this kind of person. I'm supposed to have a family. We're supposed to buy a house. We're supposed to buy a boat. We're supposed to do, and I never took the time to ask my own damn self, well, girl, what do you want? I'm on my second marriage. We've been married, I think 21 years this year. It's my best friend, everything. I want to know what I want and what do I like and what do I want to do and what do I want to contribute. Having an opinion is more important than not having an opinion. And I spent probably half my life not having an opinion because I didn't want to cause any trouble or anything. Now, I still don't. I will avoid it like the plague. But I want to have an opinion for myself. Even if I don't share it, I want to at least have an opinion. I don't have to share everything. We don't have to share everything. Every time someone says something, I don't have to share anything. I can just let them have their moment and listen to them. All right, that's my rattle. Here in a little bit, I'm going to keep working on my little thingamajobbers. And I'm drinking coffee. I'm waking up. Here in a little bit, I'm going to do a haul. I found something. It's a really tangled mess. I'm going to have to sort it out before I get it out. And then we are going to go to the gym. And we are going to do some legs today. So, let's do it. See you soon.